What's good, y'all? Welcome to Rated Tape. Today, we got a hot one for you because the Raiders just lost overtime to the Cardinals. And look, I had a little time to kind of chill. I got some time to vent and to really think about it and sit on this. So I don't think I'm going to be in this one ranting and raving like that. Like I see some other people kind of upset. But if anything, I think I'm going to try and be level-headed because I don't really – it's hard to say I'm not surprised, but at the same time, it's just disappointing at the end of the day that we have all these weapons and our offense is to blame. I'm going to be straight up. But before we jump into it, man, if I can, let me get a thumbs up. Let me get a thumbs up to make sure the audio is good and to make sure everybody can see me just fine. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I see my boy Tony Collins. Nah, I don't think it's time. I don't think it's time to hit that panic button, bro. I don't think it's time yet. Definitely not time. John V says, sub raid audio is good. Appreciate it, dog. Kevin Lurker says audio is good as well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There we go. So let's go ahead and get this one on the way, man, because look, we're going to talk about the offense. I know damn well the offense could have been a lot better. It could have been a lot better. But the first things first I want to talk about is Josh McDaniels' play calling. The play calling was terrible. The play calling wasn't what we really abandoned the run. Let's just get straight to the point. We abandoned the run. What are we abandoning the run for? There's 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, in overtime, and we decide not to run the football. And we pass the ball down after down after down. And this was very unexpected because you see that we have 5 running backs on the depth chart. We keep him on the roster. Brandon Brown, we're saving him. Brandon Bolden is out for this one, but we still have Josh Jacobs and Zamir White. How do we not run the football when we have 2 good running backs in the backfield? Now, that is everybody's question, and honestly, I don't know if it's Derek Carr checking out of these plays. Is it Derek Carr checking out of these plays? Because we'll line up under center, and then Derek Carr will start making checks, will start doing something, and then all of a sudden, we're passing the football. Now, I don't know if those are the checks, and I don't know if those are the calls, but I'm telling you all right now, it's not looking too great. And just last week, and I have to say this, y'all, I'm sorry, I have to say this, man. Just last week, I don't know how many people were with me that were in the chat last time, but when I said 9-8, that we would finish 9-8, a lot of people said I was crazy. Who was in that chat when I said we would go 9-8? And everybody got on me. People got pissed when I said that. Come on, Raid. Come on, Raid. 9 wins, that's it. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. It's a tough one, man. Let me get into the chat, though, man. Get everybody a shout-out up in here. Boy George Straight says, can't wait to see what you guys had to say about this catastrophe of a game. Super emotional loss. It is emotional loss, George. But at the same time, it's on the offense at the end of the day. And I know some people are going to want to have some blame on the defense, but it's on McDaniels' play calling. This is all on Josh McDaniels' play calling because at the end of the day, you're passing the ball down after down after down. You're not allowing your running backs to be able to get momentum, to be able to even run the clock. This was my main thing. Run the clock. Like we had plenty of time. It was OT and we had 5 minutes left. And I want to go ahead and bring up this play-by-play for you guys so we could just look at it real quick. The simple fact that in overtime, here we are in overtime. It was 1st and 10, shotgun, pass to Adams, incomplete. Shotgun, pass to Renfrow for 7 yards. Short middle to Renfrow, pass, incomplete to Adams. Fumble on a pass play. So that is how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pass plays in a row with 5 minutes and 30 seconds in overtime left. And that right there is what's most concerning about Josh McDaniels' play calling is that he is not good with time management, I feel like. At that point, we should have had an idea on our brain that let's run the football. We have plenty of time. We also have timeouts. And on top of that, all we have to do is get a freaking field goal. All we had to do was get a field goal. That's all we had to do. And we sold. We folded at the end of the day. We folded at the end of the day, man. So I'm not 100% sure why we're passing the ball so much, but we definitely need to get the running game more involved. 7 and 10, and 7 is being optimistic. This is the thing, though, bro. Raider Dangerfield says 12 and 5. I don't see us going 12 and 5. I was there with you right at this point. I'm hoping for 9 and 8. I think we're gonna. I still think we'll go 9 and 8, bro. At least I think we'll go 9 and 8 at least. But This is unacceptable to fold like this with the game in our hands. With the game in our hands, Josh McDaniels sold, in my opinion, Josh McDaniels sold the most because the game was in our hands. And at the end of the day, if we were to even manage the clock, we could have definitely won that game easily. Run the ball, like Hollywood, Texas says. ONT6 in the building was good. He says, Ray, what the? I don't know, man. Let me know. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I could give you my opinion and tell you Josh McDaniels definitely needs to step it up when it comes to play calling. Honestly, Gruden did more with less. Yeah, that's 100% true, SVT. But at the same time, I wouldn't put too much into this right now. Now, that game right there specifically was a fold by the Raiders. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't panic too much because we got a new head coach, we got a new GM, we got a new president. We got damn near everything new from the top to bottom. We got a new system. Completely new system. This isn't the same thing as Gruden. So we have a new system that we have to continue to build chemistry on and we have to work at. That's another thing. And we have new weapons. We have a new offensive line. But those aren't excuses for the way we went out in today's game. Today, we should have ended up winning like a game 34-14, in my opinion, especially at halftime. At halftime, Derek Carr had 2 touchdowns, 210 yards. How do you have 2 touchdowns, 210 yards at a half and still freaking lose the game? In one half, you have 2 touchdowns and 210 yards. That's amazing. And at that point, I was thinking to myself, Derek Carr may have one of those games like when we played the Eagles last year. He may have one of those games. But then we go out in the second half and we get 3 points. 3 freaking points. Only a field goal worthy when we have Devontae Adams, Renfrow, Waller. That's terrible, man. That's terrible, man. JD, what's good with you, man? Appreciate y'all tuning in. If y'all can, make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Y'all know how it is. Go make a play. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if y'all new here. Magic Wagon says, at the end of the day, Hunter failed us. We were in great position to win this. Hunter and his back-to-back fumbles lost it for us. You can blame anything you want before, but at the end, he failed us. Hunter Renfrow definitely failed us, and this is something I did want to talk about. Now, how crucial were those fumbles? How crucial do you guys think those fumbles were? I don't think those – I know that Hunter failed us, and he did fumble the football, but at the end of the day, how crucial were those fumbles? Because I don't think – If we're going to wait to the overtime for Hunter Renfrow to fumble the freaking football in order to win a football game, then we're not doing it right. That's how I see it. We should have won the football game in regulation. There was no reason that we should have lost this game. There was no reason. So even if Hunter Renfrow fumbles in OT, to me, we already lost. We already lost when we let them score to go in overtime. That's when we lost. We lost way before we went into overtime. So for us to even think anything that had happened with Hunter Renfrow, and that's why I put this up here, Renfrow fumbles. I don't really care that he fumbled the football. We lost before he fumbled the ball. Dude, we lost way before that. How are we going to wait to go to overtime when we're whipping this team's ass, let them come back, go into overtime, and then blame Hunter Renfrow for fumbling the ball? That's thinking way too – nah, bro. That's thinking way too – nah. You're the Raiders coach. What would you have done? It's – for me personally, let me bring this play-by-play right back up real quick. Because for me personally, Imani, thank you for the super chat, bro. When you look at this play-by-play, it's the end of the fourth quarter right here. You can see it's the end of the fourth quarter right here. Let me bring this up real quick. Look at this play calling, dog. Look at this play calling. It's 1st and 10. With 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in overtime. 1st and 10 on our own 37-yard line. We passed the ball. Incomplete. Passed the ball. It's 2nd and 10 with 5:26. We passed the ball again to Renfrow. 7-yard gain. Okay, but that's where he fumbled. This is where he fumbles. It's 3rd and 3. It's 3rd and 3. 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in OT. All we have to do is score a field goal. That's all we need, guys. That's all we need, right? We're on our own 44, and all we need is a freaking field goal. So we throw the ball, 3rd and 3. Okay, that's fine. 11 yards. He fumbled on this play. Now, this is the play where he fumbled, and this is where I definitely got nervous. I'll be honest. I got nervous on this one because when he fumbled it and Foster Moreau got it back, on the very next play, in my mind, I'm like, we have to run the football, right? This is no doubt in my mind we have to run the football. AZ calls a timeout with 4 minutes, 45 seconds left. We go out in the freaking shotgun, and we throw an incomplete pass to Adams, which was almost an interception. I know y'all remember that almost interception, I guess. And then we pass it again, and Byron Murphy takes the fumble back to the house. Now, what I have done different? Run the damn ball. It's that simple. I would have ran the ball anywhere here. Either of these plays where we almost threw a pick on the first play, when we should have ran the damn ball. We almost throw a pick. We come back, throw it to Hunter Renfrow. It's a fumble. We should have ran the damn ball. There's 4 minutes left in the freaking game, and we're on Arizona's 39-yard line. You're on Arizona's 39-yard line, and if you run the football with 4 minutes left, I'm assuming you might get a few yards, you know what I mean, and run the clock out a little bit. They just took out timeout number 2, right? So if I was the coach, I would have just ran the damn ball. Run the ball. That's all I would have done. That simple. John V, I've been saying we weren't going to be competitive until next year. McDaniels ain't going to come in and take us to the top immediately. And I agree with you, John V. And that's why I felt like the prediction of 9-8 was pretty generous. And I know some of y'all was there with me when I said 9-8 because y'all was saying I was crazy. Y'all said I was crazy, man. And I got to bring it up for you. I got to bring it up. 9 wins. I don't know if y'all can see that. 9 wins. Come on, Raid. LOL. Yes, 9 wins, man. 9 wins. And we will make the wild card with 9 wins. That's what I think. That's just what I think. I'm sticking with it. Man. Shout out to KC for the super. He says saw a D let Murray run loose, Chandler invisible. I can't blame the defense. This is a good turning point, KC. I appreciate the super chat, brother. Thank you for always supporting the channel. But one thing I have to say is I'm not blaming the defense, bro. I'm not blaming the defense. I'm not going to wait until a problem arises and then start pointing out certain stuff because I already knew what the problem was when the second half was going by and we only had 3 points by the offense. At that point, we knew what the problem was. That's the point we knew what the problem was. It was the offense. It was simply the offense. I want you guys to check this out right here. Look at this time management. Look at this time management right here. I know some people don't notice this kind of stuff, but look at this play. Look at this series. Do you guys see this right here? We punt the football, but I want you guys to see we had 3 plays for 0 yards for 24 seconds. 24-second drive, and we're blaming the defense. Listen to what we're doing right now, right? We go out there, so the Cardinals get a touchdown. We get a field goal. The only points that we got the entire second half was this field goal right here, okay? We stopped the Cardinals on downs, guys. We stopped the Cardinals on downs. What the hell does the offense do when the defense stops them on downs? They go out there, run 3 plays in 24 seconds and give the ball right back. And we're blaming the defense. We're blaming the fucking defense? Bro, where's the logic at? 24, the offense had the – you can't make that up, bro. I could hold on to the ball for longer than 24 seconds, bro. Like this, that's a joke. That's a joke. There's no way we could blame the defense when we just seen an offensive drive for 24 seconds. You know how 24 seconds, bro, that's nothing. That's nothing, though. How do you go about – that's terrible time management, guys. And that's why I can't blame the defense, not a single bit. Not a single bit. 24-second drive, that's terrible time management. Terrible time management. That's all I got to say. That's simply all I have to say. A 24-second drive, you're giving them more time to score. And we did the same damn thing in the overtime, and that's what I showed. But that's crazy, man. Kevin Lurker, man. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to all the members in the chat. He says you pointed it out, 210 yards passing at half and finished with 252 yards. Bro, we're not. This is the thing. Lurker. You hit the nail right on the head, first off, because I love the fact that you pointed out he only got 42 yards in the second half. Is that what the hell we're talking about here? Derek Carr threw for 42 yards in the second half, and we're blaming the defense? Jeez, that's crazy. That's crazy. High rise, we need better quarterback play. That takes me to this. Carr has to do something. Carr is more than just – hold on, y'all. The hell? Man, let me fix this thing real quick. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, Carr has to do something, y'all. Carr is more than just the quarterback of this team, in my opinion. It's more. I know he went out there and he had a pretty good game. He did a pretty good game. But Carr is more than just the quarterback of the Raiders, dog. Like, y'all got to think about this shit. He's been on the Raiders longer than anybody else in this damn organization, damn near. Besides Mark Davis. And for Carr to go out there and continue to feel like he can't make adjustments, he can't take control, or he just wants to be like, oh, the coach said this or the coach said that. Bro, Carr, grow a pair of fucking nuts and go out there and do what the hell you want, bro. You have to be able to take control at some point, dog. There's no way he's going to go out there and say, oh, I'll just try to do what the coach wants me to do, bro. At some point, you have to do something, dog. You have to take control, my guy. Not blaming defense completely, but I don't know how you don't ever put a spy on Murray. He was cooking us with his legs the entire second half. 20-second scramble on the 2-point conversion baffles me. This is the thing, though, man. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. I don't care. How are we going to sit here and talk about the defense, even though we gave Max Crosby a big deal? Yes, we did. We signed Chandler Jones, which I didn't like. And you guys got pissed off when I said I didn't like Chandler Jones. When I said I felt like he was more of a shell of his name, y'all got pissed off saying, oh, no, this, and this. Then all of a sudden it was Ray, you're tripping. But this dude has yet to show up or do anything. Okay? Before this week, any criticism I would have said about this regime, any criticism I would have said about this team, it would have been, y'all would have been on my helmet, dog. I'm telling y'all right now. But now, everything's coming to light. And it's like, bro, Chandler Jones, I don't know. I just felt like he was a shell of himself, and I'm not going to go down that road. I talked about it, okay? Now, I'm going back to what I was saying. The defense is not to blame, though. I don't care if they let Kyler Murray scramble for 20 seconds. I don't care. That's what Kyler Murray does. That's what he does. There was a 3-man rush. We had everybody drop back in the zone, and from what it looked like, Jonathan Abram looked like he was the spy on that play on the 2-point conversion. Now, until I see the all 22 and actually watch the film, I don't know. But that's what it looked like because he's the one that ended up pursuing Kyler Murray on that play. And at the end of the day, all I have to say is the defense isn't to blame. We paid Devontae Adams more than we paid anybody else on the team. We paid Darren Waller. We just made Darren Waller the most highest paid extension for a tight end, Darren Waller. We paid Hunter Renfrow big bucks. Derek Carr got a contract extension, guys. And we're talking about the defense. We didn't go out there and get the highest pursued offensive coordinator and gave him all the flowers before he did anything damn near. No, I'm trying to tell y'all that when you go out there and you get all these superstars, you trade away draft picks to get Devontae Adams and give him the biggest contract we could have gave anybody. And you're going to sit here and talk about the damn offense, or I mean, the damn defense. Like, bro, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't. Devontae is not happy. I guarantee that Devontae Adams is not happy. I guarantee it. And they're going to have to turn it around. Now, honestly, I didn't expect the season to go like this. I did think we'd go 9-8 because it would be tough. But opening 0-2, I just felt like this win had to be ours. I just felt like this win had to be ours, man. And before I just felt like this had to be our win. And then I know a lot of people in Raider Nation felt that way too. Like, bro, I felt like this was going to solidify us in a kind of a way. Like, we're going to go out there, whip the Cardinals, and we're going to show that, okay, we played a tough game against the Chargers. That wasn't us. But then we go against the Cardinals, we whoop them, we have a convincing win, and then everybody would get off our backs like, okay, the Raiders just had a tough game against the Chargers. That's kind of how I felt. And I really thought we were going to win this game. But I don't know. I don't even know what happened. Farrell in the building, man. Damn, bro. Tough loss. Tale of two halves. Tell me about it, dog. Tell me about it. Jeremy Stoots said, run the ball twice, then let Carlson win the game. Bro, I'm saying Jeremy Stoots. And this is why I bring up the play-by-play, so people don't think I'm just sitting here talking out the side of my neck. I just don't want people to think I'm talking out the side of my neck. This is why I always try to tell people, look at this play-by-play. Go back to the game and look at the play-by-play, because it always shows it really breaks down the story for you when you look at this play-by-play. I'm telling you guys, it gives so much information. Look at this series, and I can't hound on this enough. 24 seconds on this series, guys. 24 seconds. That's stupid. You can't say anything about the offense when we go out there, pass the ball 3 times in a row, pass to Adams, pass to Hollins, pass to Murrow. You have the ball for 24 seconds, dog. That's insane to me. After the Cardinals just had it for 4 minutes on 9 plays for 64 yards and the defense gives you the ball back, you get your offense the ball so they can go 3 and out, 0 yards in 24 seconds, throw your defense back out there and say, well, the defense fucked up. What? That's confusing. Where's the logic? 24 seconds of rest, and we're blaming the defense. Of course they were going to get slashed. They were freaking tired, bro. Look at this. 1 minute and 37 seconds. So in between 2 drives. So in two drives, the Raiders took up a total of 100 and basically, let's give them this. The Raiders took up 2 minutes and 2 drives. Amazing. And we're going to blame the defense. They were gashed. They were tired. Now imagine going to play in overtime here, which you probably can't see. It's at the bottom of your screen. They give the ball back to the Raiders because it's a turnover on downs. The defense made plays. Harmon knocked the ball out of somebody's hands. Rocky Sin made a bunch of plays that knock the ball out of people's hands. What does the offense do in return? They go out there, pass the ball. They go out there, pass the ball. They go out there, pass the ball, pass the ball, pass the ball. If I see another comment about the defense, I'm going to lose my shit. Cruzo says they were gassed. Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yo, we got over 250 people. Can we get up to 200 likes, y'all? Let's see if we can get 200 likes, baby. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. You all good, man. You ain't late, man. The party just started. Dog. I'm telling you. It's free, though, man. If y'all can't hit that like button, player, go make a play. The offense deserved all the smoke for this L. But this is what I'm saying, dog. The Cardinals played like trash as well. I'm sorry, but the Cardinals played like trash as well. Because when you talk about penalties, I see my guy right here post. He said, where are the penalties? Bunch of penalties too. When you look at the Cardinals team and see how many penalties they got, how many times the defense stopped them, we were up like what, 20-0, 20-0? 20-0. And we lose this. That's crazy, bro. I can't even. What's good with it, Lopez? He says Kyler only ran for 28 yards. It wasn't his legs. If we can't ask the defense to hold a 20-0 in that half, I don't know. I agree. Play calling his ass. Also, that was after the half. What are you talking about? I wonder who he's talking about. I'm not sure if you responded to somebody, but look, 28. I don't know if Kyler Murray really killed us too much with his legs. I don't really blame the defense, though. I'm not really going there, man. I blame Josh McDaniels first off. Terrible time management. Terrible time management. Terrible. Derek Carr needs to watch the Men of Honor, remember the Titans, and learn how to grow a pair. Yes, he does. He needs to go out there and control the damn game. He needs to take over the game. He can't. I feel like he just wants to do everything Josh McDaniels says. And it's like, bro, you can't do that. You can't. You have to, at some point, break the script and just come up with your own ideas. And I don't know if he's checking out of the plays where he's under center, and then if he's checking out of it just to go in the shotgun. I don't know if that's Derek Carr or if that's part of the play. But it's go if it's him checking out of a run to go to a pass play, then Derek Carr needs to reassess. He definitely needs to reassess because it's getting out of hand, bro. It's shout out to Ant Red for dropping a Superman. He says, I'm taking a break on the Raiders until we get a new quarterback. I wouldn't say, look, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say to that, man. It's getting hard to defend Derek Carr because it's hard to blame Derek Carr because of how the play calling is and how the series are going about. But at the end of the day, you can't blame Derek Carr because he's the one that's been on this damn team the longest. He's the one that we went and got Devontae Adams for him, so he has no excuses. He has no excuses whatsoever. The defense held them to 0 points in the first half. At that point, all you would have to really do is go out there and put up a field goal or a couple of touchdowns, my guy. Like, not even a couple of touchdowns, just a touchdown. But it's I don't know, man. I still think we go 9-8. I still have us going 9-8, but at the end of the day, I didn't think we'd go out like this. SVT, that's my only knock on Carr. He's a yes man. That's a very good point to put it, SVT. Carr is a yes man. He's a yes man. It's that simple. He's a yes man. I've given Carr his flowers enough to where I feel like I could criticize him. I feel like I can criticize Derek Carr because I've given him his flowers. I've defended Carr enough to where at this point I could say, no, Derek Carr's not doing enough. Because every excuse I had for him has gone away. I haven't heard anybody speak about the offensive line. I haven't heard nothing about the offensive line since the game has ended, since the whole game was going on. I didn't hear anything about the offensive line. All of a sudden, that problem disappeared. So at this point, what excuse can you use for Derek Carr to go out there and lose games? There is no excuse. Manage the game. Control the clock. You did not control the clock. You did not manage the game in order for us to be going into the fourth or at the end of the fourth, being able to control the clock. And we didn't do that. Stevie with the super chat. Brother, appreciate you supporting the channel. He says the red zone inefficiency is the reason we lost this game. We kicked 2 red zone field goals and gave up 3 red zone touchdowns. Still a problem. Now let's go ahead and take a quick look at this real quick because we do have them going. We do have starting this game with a touchdown, which I do like to see because throughout the whole preseason, we didn't score on the opening drive. But last week, we didn't score on the opening drive either. So that's why I was kind of concerned. But we came out in this game, 15 plays for 75 yards. This is what's crazy, bro. The first drive of the game was 9 minutes and 38 seconds for 15 plays and 75 yards. That was the longest drive of the entire game. The longest drive of the entire game was the opening drive by the Raiders. Now, was that scripted by Josh McDaniels? I don't know, but it took more than half the quarter damn near. 9 minutes, 38 seconds. We opened that drive up with a run up the middle, and then a few passes, then another run. And it was really diverse in what we were doing, some screen plays, some run plays, passing plays from Derek Carr. And then all of a sudden, we just kept going out like that. 1 minute and 37 seconds on this drive. The next drive, you have 24 seconds. So it's just time management. In my opinion, it's time management. Swin Raider in the building. What's good with you, man? We, the people, said Carr wrecked out on the run play and switched it to a pass play on that last drive. And that's what I'm thinking, bro. And that's why we can't allow any exceptions, any excuses for Derek Carr at this point. The dude is literally this Derek Carr. He can't get no more excuses, man. I'm sorry. It was bad quarterback play all around. Andrew Hamilton says Carr needs to play better. The D big step up today. The D did what they had to do, dog. And we did go over it for everybody that's just joining us. If y'all can, make sure to hit that like button. We got over 300. Let's see if we can get to 300 likes in this live video. But Andrew Hamilton, I do agree that the D stepped up. And at the end of the day, the offense just lost its rhythm in the second half. And let's talk about second half, right? Because did we make adjustments in the second half to where we ended up hurting ourselves, or did we go into the second half and didn't make adjustments thinking that what we were doing in the first half was going to work? Which do you guys think is the latter? Which one do you guys think is more that's something that's going to happen? That we made adjustments at the half or we didn't make adjustments at all, and we ended up getting stumbled because the Arizona Cardinals made those adjustments. Tony Collins says 9-8 tops. That's not getting in the playoffs. I think we can get in the playoffs still with the 9-8 record. That is my prediction. And again, I have to reiterate, when I said it last week, when I told y'all this shit last week, when I said we would go 9-8, y'all said I was crazy, batshit crazy. I probably got some dislikes. I probably got some people unsubscribing because I said we would go 9-8. Now, all of a sudden this week, you know what I mean? It's looking a little bit different. And I hope people, you know what I mean, come back and subscribe again. But at the same time, it's like, bruh, I don't say stuff because I'm a Raiders fan. I don't want us to go 9-8. But at the end of the day, you have to look at the division. Now let's take a step back and look at the division. You have the Chiefs 2-0. You have the Raiders 0-2. Now between that, you have the Broncos, who are barely scraping by the Texans, lose to the Seahawks and are at 1-1. Then you have the Chargers, who are at 1-1, who lose to the Chiefs. And depending on how the Chargers go out the rest of the season, bro, I'm telling you, 9-8 could do it. Y'all said I was crazy last year when I said that. I mean, we'll see what happens, man. We will see what happens. Shout out to Raider Nation, man. Appreciate you dropping the $20 super. Appreciate the support, big dog. And he says, been a Raider since 1972. Appreciate you, man. OG in the game, most definitely. He says, Carr will never take this team to the promised land. I never thought I would say this, and I'm not going to lie. Y'all going to catch it here first, man. I'll be honest, Raider Nation. I agree with you, bro. Based on what I've seen so far, it's more of Carr not being able to mentally take over, like being able to just say, this is mine. This is mine. I don't care what anybody else says. I'm going to take control of this offense, and I'm going to score the football. I don't think he has that mindset yet, especially with getting a new coach. He always wants to be, like SVT said, put in a good way. He wants to be a yes man. He wants the head coach to like him or something. So he wants to do everything exactly like the damn coach said. And it's like, bro, sometimes you have to go off the script. Sometimes you have to break the script. Sometimes you have to go outside of that play. And I don't know if that's what he thinks he's doing when he checks out of a run to go to a pass. But, dog, that's not a good idea. Like, it's not cutting it. And at this point, what Raider Nation is saying seems like it's going to be the case. He doesn't seem like he's going to take us to the promised land. I never thought I'd say that, but I always feel like Derek Carr could be a guy that could come in and definitely take us to that point. But based on today and last week, the dude doesn't – I don't know, man. I don't know if it's mentality, if it's his mindset, because he doesn't want people to dislike him. He doesn't want to almost go against what they say. But honestly, it's tough. It's tough, man. Donald Bluck, we were up 20. We were up 20. We're up 20. 3 points in the second half is wild. 3 points in the second half is wild. What's good with you, Merch? He says, Hunter Renfrow got to look in the mirror and figure out ball security. And this is the thing. We've never had issues with Hunter Renfrow. But this is the thing, Merch, and I talked about this earlier. I don't care that Hunter Renfrow fumbled. I'm sorry. I don't care. Hunter Renfrow fumbled the ball in overtime, and that was the most action he freaking seen. Why are we waiting to get Hunter Renfrow? First off, why are we waiting to get Hunter Renfrow involved till the overtime? And not only that, why are we in overtime? And why are we complaining about him fumbling in overtime? There was no reason we should have been in overtime. The problem came way before that. We need to solve the problem before that, not think about, oh, what happened at the very end. Nah, that shit, we lost the game way before overtime. We lost the game nearly, when did we lose the game? We lost the game right here. This is where we lost the game. I'll show y'all where we lost the game, exactly where we lost the game. And I've already brought it up a couple times, but this is where we lost the game, y'all. Right here. It was right here. This is where we lost the game. With 1 minute, 38 seconds left in the third, that's where we lost the game. When the defense went out there and stopped the Cardinals on downs. On downs. The defense stopped them on downs. Okay? We got the ball back with 12 minutes and 30 seconds in the fourth quarter. It is 7-23. It's 7-23 so far. So up until 12 minutes, 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter, the Raiders defense has stopped the Cardinals or held the Cardinals to 7 points the entire game. Up until the fourth quarter, 12 minutes, 30 seconds left. The Cardinals go for it. The defense stops them on down. So holding them to 7 points still. We're in the fourth quarter, 12 minutes, 30 seconds left. What the hell does the Raiders offense do? How do we congratulate the defense for making a stop? How do we congratulate the defense? We go out there and run 3 pass plays out of the shotgun, and punt the ball in 24 seconds. That's how we congratulate the defense. So if anybody that just pulled up wants to say anything about the defense, you're gonna have to answer to this: 3 plays, 0 yards, 24 seconds. So we basically gave the ball back with 12 minutes. We got the ball with 12:30 and we gave the ball back with 12 minutes. That's insane. How do you even do that? How do you only run 24 seconds off the clock? So that's kind of confusing to me, to say the least. To say at the least, that's confusing to me. So we get the ball back. What do? They score. Why do they score? Of course they freaking score. The defense is gassed. When they stop them on downs, you give the ball back in 24 seconds. The defense is freaking gassed. Then you punt the freaking football after you get it back. So back-to-back drives, you punt the football. No field goal or nothing in back-to-back drives. You punt the football. So, of course, they're going to score on our defense. They're freaking slaughtered. They're gassed. And here's this dude. Defense is garbage. Call it what the hell you want, but call it what you want, bro. Call it what you want. The defense did what the defense is supposed to do. And I'm going to be stubborn on that one. This is one take that I will be stubborn. Shout out to JR65, brother. Just getting to your super chat. I'm sorry, man. Hopefully, but let's see what he got to say. Hopefully, it's the opposite of the last few years of starting hot, then ending cold. Hopefully, they are just resting and start winning when it matters the most. And I do agree with you, JR. I do agree with you. But I think the way the conference is set up is it doesn't matter once we start getting hot, because no matter what, there's going to be points down the road that the games are going to be so tough that you can have 2 very good teams. Even if the Raiders do get that groove, you're going to match up with a very good team somewhere down the road to where even if you're good, you might lose that game and you're going to get knocked down a little bit more. And that's why I think we can make a 9-8 team go to the wild card. That's why I think we could make the wild card. Think about it. The Chargers are 1-1 right now. They're already 1-1. The AFC conference is the best conference in football. Although there's only 2, but the AFC is the best conference by far. By far. Nobody could dispute that. Nobody could dispute that at all. So, in my opinion, I think we could do that with a 9-8 record. The Bills are good. The Chargers, Chiefs. I mean, we're good. I mean, I think we're still a good football team. We have a lot of talent. I think we're still a good football team. At the end of the day, we're still a good football team. You talk about, the Dolphins and the Ravens today. You guys seen the Dolphins and the Ravens today? The Bengals starting 0-2. The Bengals starting 0-2, guys. So there's still a lot of football left. There's still a lot of football left. Can you say David Carr? Yeah, I want to go that far, man. Definitely want to go that far. Shout out to Jeff pulling up on us, man. If anybody wants to become a member, support the channel, all you got to do is hit that join button. It helps support a long way. Appreciate everybody that is a member. Shout out to Garcia, Garrison, excuse me. Since the O-line wasn't bad overall, I don't think it was bad at all. But they did make quite a few mistakes and individuals, but I don't think that should prevent Carr from playing well. I've had faith in Carr, but he's playing not to lose. That's what I think as well. He's playing not to lose. When you put it you put it very well, Jeff Garrison. That's what I've been wanting to try and say. Carr is playing not to lose. The Raiders are playing not to lose. LV Maximus was at the game, totally disgusted. Coaching was so suspect. You know, when you're at the game, you really get a different feel. And LV Maximus, I agree. The coaching was definitely suspect. But what was more suspect? The coaching on the offensive side of the ball or the coaching on the defensive side of the ball? What was more suspect? McDaniel's back Carr 100% in the post-game presser. I'm going to have to check it out. I haven't checked it out yet. That's why I waited a little bit before I did do the post-game because we were eating dinner. I was eating dinner with my family, so I was like, I'm going to wait, eat dinner with my family, then hop on. Please trade the broken car. Ray, you read that Vic Tafer article? I haven't, man. Send me a link if you can, Farrell, on Twitter or Instagram so I can check it out. Or maybe I can pull it up right here and I can show everybody. Farrell, send me the link or drop it in the chat send me the link and I'll pull it up for everybody so we can all check out the article. You cannot put this on DC. How the F you let Murray run around for 20 seconds? Fitter Kruger. It doesn't matter, bro. What do you mean? How do you let him run around for 20 seconds? The thing is, what does it matter how long Murray ran around in the backfield? What does that matter? Would you have rather him hold on to the ball for 1 second, get it out quick and score? Like, to me, it doesn't really matter what Kyler Murray did for 20 seconds. How do you do that? Matter of fact, let me answer it because I brought it up a few times now. And if y'all can't, hit that like button. Let's see if we can get to 400 likes, bro. We got over 400 people. Let's see if we get up to 400 likes, man. I know we can do that. Go make a play. Somebody got to make a play today because the Raiders weren't. So let's see if the Raider fans can make a play for them because apparently we got to go out there. Put us in, coach. Put us in so we can go out there and make a damn play. But I want to bring this up for Fitter Kruger. I don't know if you just pulled up on us, Fitter Kruger, but I want you to look at this real quick. You said, how does the defense let Kyler Murray run around for 20 seconds? Kyler Murray ran around for 20 seconds, and the Raiders had one drive for 24 seconds. How do you only have a drive for 24 seconds, but Kyler Murray can run around for 20? And you were trying to blame the defense. Let me know. That's crazy. Let me know. Crujo in the building. What's good with you, man? He says, wow, wouldn't think you would say that. But last week I was bummed and I thought the same thing, a little depressing. Crujo, brother, I wouldn't lie to y'all, bro. And I wouldn't come up here and say something that I really didn't believe, especially if I think I would lose subscribers and people would dislike the video for it. Because when I said 9 and 8, people disliked the video and people unsubscribed. And I'm like, bro, I'm just giving my opinion. Like, I'm giving my honest opinion. I don't want to come up here and say what I think everyone wants to hear. I'd rather come up here, give my opinion, be wrong, and keep moving on. Because we're all Raider fans at the end of the day. I'm a Raider fan before a content creator. To be like, that's the best way I can put it. I'm a Raider fan before a content creator. So I'm going to give my opinion as a fan. Raiders 805, he said, Ray, that's called play calling. Yeah, brother, I agree with you. 24-second drive. I'm telling y'all right now. Now we can go out there, and when y'all hop on Twitter, when y'all go out there and have y'all debates, just show them that. Just show them, look, we had a 24-second drive. How do you do that on offense? With a 24-second drive, you're up. You're up, dog. And you have a 24-second drive? That's called being conservative. And you know how you could really test this, man? You know how you could really test this? We were up 7 to 23, and that's how you know they were playing soft. That's how you know we were playing not to lose. Because that 24-second drive, we were still up 7 to 23. We just beat them or took the ball over on downs, and then they go score. That's how you know. Because the next drive, we took 3 minutes and 30 seconds off. Why couldn't we have taken 3 minutes and 30 seconds off on this drive, even if we didn't freaking score? The drive right before that was 4 minutes. This one was a minute 30 right before half. That don't want to count because it's 2 minute. Here's a 2 minute freaking touchdown. 4 minutes, 40 seconds, 9 minutes and 38 seconds on the first drive versus a 24-second drive. That's how you know it's coaching, because we can do it. We can make a drive long. That's terrible time management. That's on the coaches. That's on the offense. That's on Derek Carr. That's different. That's different. This man said whoever blames the defense has a football IQ of a golf score. I ain't never heard no shit like that, but bro, he put it in some different context, ain't it? That man said a golf score. Shout out to Omar. Appreciate you dropping the super, Omar. Always tuning in to Ready to Tape. If y'all can, make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. Omar says, not even Aaron Rodgers can save us. Bad owner hiring a man from the booth, then goes to get a guy that told him it was a fumble, blow it up. I wouldn't go that far, Omar. I wouldn't go that far. I would just go as far as saying we need to realize what the hell is going on within our own organization. Like Josh McDaniels and Derek Carr, those two need to realize, okay, we need to get on the same page. We need to go out there and play a little bit more smash mouth football. I feel like we're not what I thought we would be. Like, we're not running the football like I thought we'd run the football. To be honest, we're just not. G Ward, what's good with you, man? He says, the games are scripted. There's no way a team stops moving the ball like the Raiders were in the first half with all those weapons, and Cardinals had all those injuries. I wouldn't go as far as saying scripted, man. I would just say it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I would say Carr doesn't have that dog in him. That's what I would say. That's what I would say, G Ward. I would say Carr doesn't have that dog. When we were up, right, 20-0, in my head, I was thinking, bruh, we should punish the Cardinals. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Look at when I seen the score, when it was 20-0, right? Right here, it was 20-0. All I was thinking in my head, I walked out of my room, right? And my girl was like, I seen the score. My girl was like, y'all whooping them. Check this out. All I was thinking in my head was, we need to punish the Cardinals. It was 20-0. All I was thinking, we need to punish the Cardinals. We need to beat the Cardinals so damn bad that it is such a convincing win that everybody's going to say, okay, when the Raiders played the Chargers, they just made a few mistakes. They'll bounce back. That's what I wanted. I didn't want the Cardinals to even come close to coming back. I wanted to punish them. I wanted to be unsportsmanlike. That's how bad I wanted to beat the Cardinals. That's how bad. I wanted to be unsportsmanlike in beating the Cardinals, that we should have ran up the score basically is what I'm saying. Javarius Walker says, people unsubscribe because the people that control your channel hate opinions other than Raider lovers. Y'all lost, and then y'all tried to silence me for trash talking when Raider fans talk the most. I don't even know what you're talking about, brother, but I agree with you, man. I do agree with you to some extent, because some people really are homers. Some people really are homers. And if you say anything negative, they'll automatically dislike. Farrell NFL says, basically one of things brought up in the article is that Carr doesn't have a lot of control at the line of scrimmage like he did in the past until McDaniels gained some type of trust. And so I did hear about that. I didn't read the article, but I definitely heard about that. And I wasn't sure if it's true. But MM says, Ray, don't you see the issue is McDaniels and Carr don't like or trust one another? Yeah, so apparently it's McDaniels don't trust that man. McDaniels is calling the play. So Carr isn't making any checks whatsoever out of nothing? Facts, Ray, we have the talent. We do have the talent. That's why I feel like there's no excuses. None at all. Bob says, scripted, no, a complete collapse. Yes, I agree. It is a complete collapse, man. It is. Melo says, Carr's not the problem, but he's not the solution either. I think Carr's a good quarterback. We need to figure it out, dog. Jack Del Rio looking Hall of Fame worthy for that 2016. Yo, bro, he sound like he's Jack Del Rio seems like the quarterback guru right now for having Derek Carr getting in. Jack Del Rio had Derek Carr getting MVP votes, dog. That's what Jack Del Rio had Derek Carr looking like. That's what's crazy. He said Carr ain't about that action. Now, let's digress just a little bit. I'm not trying to get on Carr that bad, but at the end of the day, Derek Carr has to come through for us. Derek Carr has to be the answer for us. He has to be the answer for us. He has to be the one to come through and solve the problems. He has to be that guy for us. LV Maximus, why are we paying Chandler Jones? I feel like he's a shell of his name. He's a shell of what he used to be. It's like the JJ Watt effect. It's like you hear the name and you think, what a great player. But we know JJ Watt is past his prime. We know he's not going to bring those double-digit sacks anymore. And I feel like that's where Chandler Jones is in his career. Carr is an elite pre-snap quarterback. He is, and he's known to be an elite pre-snap quarterback. I need to find this article by Vic Tafur that does speak about Josh McDaniels because that's pretty interesting. I don't know if somebody sent it to me on Instagram or on Twitter, but that article would be nice to bring up. I don't know if anybody be able to send it to me on Instagram or be able to send it to me on Twitter, but if you could send me that link to the Vic Tafur article talking about how he doesn't allow Derek Carr to change plays or take control at the boom. Farrell did send it, and it is right here. I think you have to subscribe to The Athletic in order to read most of it. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So, anyways, apparently, let me pull this up real quick for you guys. If you guys can, don't forget to hit that like button. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos just like this. But let me pull this up real quick. This is just a quote from the article, apparently. And it says, there's a lot of things that goes into passing the ball, obviously, making a decision on where you want to go with the ball, and then the actual mechanics of throwing it the way you want to throw it. So that was the quote from, what's it called? This is the article. 2 Raiders adjustments to help Derek Carr settle into Josh McDaniels' offense. So this is the article. If anybody wants to find it, I will drop the link in the chat for you guys to read. But I think if I scroll down, it's just going to send me to an ad. Yeah, see, it's just going to send me into an ad. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this link into the chat just in case anybody wants to check it out later and check out that athletics article. You do have to subscribe to it apparently, but it seems like a good article, especially if he's in there saying that he doesn't allow Carr to make those checks. Chandler Jones looks retired. I mean, he got his retirement check, man. Shout out to Crujo. He says, we need a complete game. It is so odd play. They need to find themselves. They definitely do. Man. The game is rigged, no doubt. Green dropped the ball. The phantom holding call on Yasin, no PI, call on DB covering Adams. The refs made it that much harder for the Raiders and easy for the Cards. And definitely, especially the play on Teamer. Now, I know Teamer is not the greatest in coverage, but the pass interference call on Teamer was straight garbage. I don't know what they seen. I don't remember Teamer actually holding him. I feel like that was a bad call. You guys let me know because I don't know. I don't know if that was a valid call. I thought that was bullshit. Thanks for keeping it real, bro. You bring good content. Shout out to Edgar Bonilla with the $2 super chat and just giving his, giving a little shout out. And I do appreciate that, man, because you did go out of your way to go ahead and drop that. I do appreciate that, man, because you have to take those punches. When you say certain stuff up here, you definitely have to take those punches. And sometimes people be throwing some damn haymakers, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Carr checked into plays, and that's what I thought, man. So I don't know. I'll have to continue to looking at that. I'll have to look into that article. But at the same time, sometimes you can come out into a play, and that's just part of the system. Making that call, making that play, and before you say hike, you're supposed to just do all those things. It's just all for show, just so you can get a look. Just so you can get a look at the defense. So we don't really know 100%. Sam Tonka says, was it Teamer or Robertson? Because the PI in the last quarter, I thought, was offensive pass interference. The wide receiver grabbed the DB's face mask. So the pass interference was on Teamer number 33, and I thought it was a terrible call, bro. I'm not going to lie. It was a terrible call at the end of the day. Gruden would have been at least 1-1 right now. Yeah, I think he would too. That's what's crazy, Silent 13. I think Gruden would at least be 1-1 because he wouldn't want to run the damn football. I'll be honest. Man. But how the heck did Collar madden us in that 2-point conversion? I was wild and hard at work today, bro. That was a wild play. I don't even know. Yeah, maybe 2-0. He could have potentially be 2-0. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, let me check my inbox one more time for y'all to see if we can get that article real quick. I think the guy Furrow dropping that exclusive content, and here it is right here, man. Bing. Let me see. Okay, there's one. Let me pull this one up. Save. Okay. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. This is the article about Derek Carr. So this is going to be interesting right here. Let's see what we got. Man. Share screen. Remove this screen. Let me add. The hell? Stop screen. Share screen. Share screen window. Share. There's nothing to share. Why? So apparently it won't let me share it. I don't know why it won't let me share it. I don't know why it won't let me share it. Stop screen. So it won't let me share the screen, man. Sorry, brother. It won't let me share the screen. I don't know why. I don't know why it won't. But yo, let me see if I can just pull it up like this, and this is gonna be the last iteration right here. Share screen, window. What the hell just happened? Man, this is too damn much now. Damn it, Vic Tafer. Just give me the damn article already. Vic Tafer over here trying to give us a hard time over some damn. Yo, that was crazy to see the Jags beat the damn Colts 20-0 or some shit like that. Ain't no way the damn the Jags whooped on the Colts like that. That's crazy. Let's see what we can do real quick, man. All right, I don't know if y'all can see that or not. It's a screenshot. Okay, let me see if I can pull it. Let me see if I can get closer to this so we can get a little look. Nah. Damn. No, it ain't working. Dang. It's not working at all. See, I do this and then I try to share the screen, but it won't share it. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. I did drop the link in the chat, though, if anybody does want to check it out. I appreciate everybody pulling up. This is going to be – I'm about to dip out here because we're about to hit the hour mark. And we got a lot in. We got a lot of conversation in, man. And look, Mark Torres says 24-second drive reminds me of 24-second shot clock violation in basketball. Bro, that was a major violation, though. Major violation. 0-3 coming up, KC 3-0, and you know they'll sweep the Taters, so can't 5 losses. Damn. Let's go ahead and take a look at the record. Let's go ahead and take a look at the schedule, though, real quick. We might as well. Let's take a look at the Raiders' schedule. Let's take a sneak peek, man. What does the schedule look like for the Raiders moving on to week 3? Just really quick, add to stream. So what do the Raiders got in store for next week? We have the Titans. Is that right? We have the Titans next week. And then you go play the Broncos. Then you have the Chiefs, Texans, Saints, Jags. So we have to see, even if we lose 2 of these games and we win 4, we would be 4-4 at that point. We'd be 4-4 about halfway through the season. The Colts got to beat the Colts. I don't know. Maybe we go 1-1 with the Broncos, beat the Seahawks, go down to a thriller with the Chargers, hopefully beat them at home, then have the Rams. I don't know. It's going to be a tough one, man. But I'm about to head out, y'all. Y'all let me know next time we pull up. Y'all gonna have to let me know. But yo, don't forget tomorrow we going live 8:45 in the morning, 8:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for the Good Morning Nation, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Pull up tomorrow for Good Morning Nation Live. We're gonna get lit in the morning as well. Shout out to everybody that pulled up on us. Shout out to everybody that dropped the info. And thanks, Farrell, for giving that article. I'm going to go check it out right after this, brother. Appreciate everybody tuning in on us. You know what it is, man. Until next time, rate the tape.